Lincoln Mitchell, how y'all doing? How you doing? Let's dive right into this. This is interesting. Uh, so just to clarify, I want to stop trading the funded account and withdraw what's left over. Technically, there wasn't that much left over anyway. But who closes a Top Step funded account? I did. Why did I close a live Top Step funded account? First of all, let's get something straight. There's nothing wrong with Top Step. I'm going to tell you some issues that I had. Me personally, this is not on Top Step. I think Top Step is still probably the best funded program out there because it does repetitive things. It has a lot of rules and structures in it. So I feel that Top Step is still by far the best. That's my personal opinion. I have looked at other funded programs, but I still think Top Step is still the best one out there. That's me. But then why would you close a funded account? First of all, I took the funded account for a couple of reasons. A, I took it for GP, general purpose. I took it one time. I did it and blew it. Wasn't even thinking nothing about it because I was always trading my regular account, which everybody knows. So I took it the second time because I didn't take it serious. I didn't take the first time serious. I took the second time serious, which I felt that was very, very good. And once I got into it, like I said, I just did it just to see if I can beat it in 30 days, which I did. And that was basically the main reason why I took the funded account. Second thing about it is, the reason why I closed the funded account was it was just too many rules for me. I'm always feeling like I'm walking on eggshells when I'm doing a Top Step combine. You know, when I trade my own way, I look at CME news, and that's it. I don't always have to worry about closing at 4 o'clock. Like I said, this is on me now, so please do not think Top Step had any bad thing to do with this because y'all would twist my words. So the rules to me, I came from an era where I traded myself first. So it was really hard for me to adapt to people telling me when I can trade and what I can't trade. Uh, with Top Step, everybody knows I bought the whole package, the $420 package. Well, that still didn't let me trade gold micros, which I can understand. I can trade a regular gold contract at $10, but I couldn't trade the gold micros at $1, which to me didn't make sense. But um, the rules to me just I had to go back to it. Second of all, I still want to try a bigger combine. The combine I tried was a 30K combine, and lately the volatility has really dramatically picked up in trading. That $500 drawback was getting ate up left and right. I mean, it was just, the first week I did over $1,000 in Top Step. The next week I damn near lost every last penny of that because of the volatility. I could not sustain the pullbacks. I could not sustain the volatility, with this election coming up. The volatility has just really been, and I was right on all the trades, but the volatility is really killing me. So I feel that if I do take the combine again, I would go with a bigger combine. Now, here's something that a lot of people don't know about Top Step. If you are in a Top Step funded account and you have $1,500 drawback, so let me tell you something right here. Let me break this up to you because this is very, very important what I'm about to say. Let me bring it up. Top Step trading. Let me bring this up real quick here. Our programs. Alrighty. Oh man, sorry about that. So let me bring this is very, very important. Very important. All right. You in Top Step, you have a $1,500 drawback when you first start out, right? Now, I did not know this, and this is, like I said, super important. If you go, once you're in the profit, if you take out any amount of that money, which is like, say for instance me, my first week on Top Step, I made $1,000. I'm gonna say $1,000 is close enough. I made $1,000. Dang it. I made $1,000, right? Now, remember, I have a $1,500 drawback. Now, you still could, so technically this means I can still go negative $500, correct? Okay, everybody's with me. So right now, with that $1,500 drawback, currently I can actually go back negative $500. Because that has to be $1,500. Everybody follow me on this because this is important. Now, this would happen. Once I was in the profit, if you take any of this profit, so if I take out $200, right? If I take out $200, this automatically takes your drawback to account to zero. So instead of you thinking you can still go back 1,300 or 1,500 or negative 500, no. You are at, the account cannot, once you take your first withdrawal, you cannot let that account go under zero from there on out. That's it. You can't. So for me, I was going to take out, at the time the account was at, I think the account was at 833, right? It was at 800 and the account was at $833. So me, I'm thinking, remember, I still got a $1,500 drawback. So me, I'm thinking I have this much. If I take out some money, I still got a negative $700 I can go back, because this is 1,500, technically 1,500. Y'all, I know this is 667 for you analytical people. So let me put this at 800, so y'all won't be. That's 1,500. That's a $1,500 drawback. I was going to take out $600. That's right. So I was going to take out $600. So this would only give me a $900 drawback, because if you take 1,500, you take out 600, that should give you 15. No. As soon as I would have took out that 600, this automatically would have went to zero. Now I only have $200 worth of cushion. I hope I explained that right. Do you understand? So as soon as you take out your first withdrawal, whatever your balance is on your account, it goes to, that's the lowest you can go on drawback. So if you got $5,000, I think you still only got $1,500. Like I said, I only had 1,000 in it. So that was an issue with me. I didn't like that, because that's the case, I might as well just trade my regular account. I need a bigger combine. My goal was to get $12,000 out of this funded account and walk off. But once I found out about it going straight to zero, I told my wife, there's no sense in us sitting here staying, because even if we made $1,000, we technically cannot take that $1,000 out. I didn't think that was cool. But like I said, I'm pretty sure Topstep wrote it down somewhere, so that's on me. So let's get to the last one. I think that's it. Topstep program was way more expensive than my regular account, with me paying all the top data fees on Tradeovate by itself. So let's get to Topstep. Topstep data fees. Data fees here. So I paid Topstep $423 for all the data fees, versus if I just would have went to Tradeovate by myself. Now there's another $50 on this. This is a program, but the normal thing is $39. It's $39. That's what I paid for all the same things. I paid $39 for all 4 of these. Now to get the subscription and commission-free membership, it would have cost me $2. So on Topstep, I was paying Topstep $420 to play with Topstep, versus I could have did the same thing, which I'm not gonna say could have did. I was doing the same thing on my personal account, $240. That didn't make sense to me. I was saving 200. It's 240. I don't know why I put down 249. It'd have been 240. So technically, I can save $180 every month. I didn't get this. This is the only question I had on Topstep. Everything else I can kind of deal with, but this to me just didn't make sense, from this pricing to this pricing, because remember I bought all of them. So after really me and my wife sitting down and doing the evaluation, and my wife is the money person, it didn't make any sense for us to continue on with a funded account unless we go to a bigger funded account. Then it would have been worth our while. So if we would decide to go to Topstep's $150K, and like I said, this is on me, this would have been more feasible. It just would have made more sense with me risking this type of money every month. Right now I have enough money to sustain roughly in this area on my personal account. I have that type of money. But when I'm talking about running, I still ain't gonna run no 5 contracts, but it just didn't make sense, people. So I closed it out. I really did. It's still kudos to Topstep. They're still a great program. They were they were more than helpful, because I was asking some crazy questions. So I have to give them their tolerance level. I need to send them a present or something because I do this full time. So I was asking some crazy questions. I know they got tired of emailing. I bet they was in the office like, is that goddamn Lincoln again? Something. Your turn, Elvis. Your turn, Mike. Because I was asking some questions. So kudos to Topstep for tolerating all the questions and the things I was throwing at them. I really, truly do. I appreciate them because personally, if I was on the other end, I probably would have got a little agitated with all the questions I was asking, and I was sending the same question like to 3 different people. So kudos to them on that. But people, that was the reason why I closed the Topstep Funded account, man. That's it. There was nothing on their end. It was definitely on my end. Y'all, a lot of people know I trade my own account. So to me, after doing the math and doing everything, it was just basically I should return back to my own account, or go to a bigger account. So this is still in the air. I got $10,000 coming to me, so I'm going to see what I'm going to do with it, whether I go back to Topstep with it or go back to my old thing. All right, Lincoln Mitchell.